So if I'm making a stop motion for a specific level of organization, you will see examples of cells and an organ that me and your teacher, Ms. Babisky, made. And this is the digestive system. So I'm going to walk you through on what that could be like if you're doing it for this system. So I added some text and a picture. And the first thing I want to highlight is that a human body system is when a bunch of organs kind of work together. So I want to duplicate, Control D, and I had an idea that each organ would kind of have a little text box that popped up, a little speech bubble. So speech bubble again, and let's use, which one do I want to use? This one's kind of cool. Let's go with yellow. Kind of a fun color for the colors that are in here. And one of the fun things about Canva is if you want to change the color to something, so if I like that color yellow and I want to change this color yellow to it, the colors kind of come up as suggested. So that would change the font color to better match. Just highlight it. That correct yellow color. There we go. And then if I wanted to change the green, I could as well. And that one looks like that, like a brighter green would kind of look cool. Could have matched that. Just make it a little visually appealing. So I'm going to add a text box, and I'm going to say, we can do it. That's going to be a lot smaller. Change the font size. Rotate it so it fits better in there. And then just so I don't have to copy and paste that, I'm going to click on both of them. So with Shift, select both of them, and I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm going to click out, click in the box. I'm going to flip it so it goes the opposite direction, flip horizontal. So the text box is there. I can help rotate that so it fits in the text box. Copy and paste both of those, or duplicate, Control D. I am waiting here to help because that'll be the last one on there. I'm gonna make that text box bigger because I want to add a little more words. Make it longer. And sorry you have to listen to all my thoughts, but I want to kind of show you the thought process that goes into doing all of this. I'm going to add one more, and I want it to be this orientation. So I'm going to Control D for duplicate. I'm going to turn it so it looks like it's coming from there. And since that's attached to like where the pancreas is, I'm going to say, let me know if you need me. Gonna make my word bubble a little bit bigger. Make my text a little bit bigger. Move it over. And a lot of times in Canva, it's really helpful if you click out and then click back in to help you move things around. And if you use your arrows keys, it helps you get a better, precise location than trying to drag it yourself. All right. But what I want to do, and this is what I wanted to show you guys, is instead of having this all just appear on the screen at once, now that I have it there, I can click on my slide, click Control D to duplicate it. And I'm going to kind of work backwards. I'm going to just get, on my first slide, I'm going to get rid of some things because I only want one organ to talk at a time. So I'm going to get rid of those. That'll be the first slide. I'm going to Control D again a few times. So you'll see it kind of has the same slide multiple times. So the first time, I want it just the liver to talk. The second time, I'll keep the liver to talk, but I'll add the stomach. So I'll get rid of the other text boxes. The third time, I will keep the first two, add in the pancreas, but get rid of the small intestine. And then on the final one, I'll have the small intestine pop up. And then I can leave them all there if I want to. So if you watch that from the beginning, it's going to look like this. We can do it. I can help. Let me know if you need me. I am waiting here to help. Then what you'll want to do is you can continue on by duplicating that slide, but maybe I want these boxes to go away now. I'm going to move on with my stop motion video, and I'm going to change it. So I want to talk more about what the digestive system does. So the digestive system, and this is where you can research if you need to come up with stuff, system eats food and breaks it down to absorb nutrients in the body. The food particles travel down through each of the organs and then what I want to do is kind of add in the esophagus because that is missing from here. So esophagus. Let's see. I just want it to kind of connect to it. So this one might be good. And I'm going to make it smaller so that it fits nicely. And it does connect to the stomach, but I'm going to kind of make it look like it. I'm going to drag that down so there's more space. I'm going to kind of make it go behind. So I'm going to layer it and send it to the back. And then I also want to add the mouth because that's where the food has to go in. And that one's kind of funny because the mouth is open. That one will work. It's a little silly, but it'll do the job. So it goes down through the mouth into the esophagus. All right, so there's my new digestive system. So that'll appear on the next slide. So I'm going to leave that as is, and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to add, I don't know, what is it going to eat? Let's have it eat a burger. Ooh. So let's pick a good burger. Not that one because I don't want him to eat the plate. But this first one looks pretty good. So I'm going to make it to size. And then I'm going to put it where I want to. So the person's going to be picking up the burger. In there. Then I'm going to duplicate my slide again. And I'm just going to add like an arrow or something to show. And if you want something to move, you can type in moving arrow. So if I want it to kind of do this, that could be kind of cool to show that it's moving in that direction. And then I gotta fit it to be the right size. So that'll be kind of showing that the burger is going in the mouth. It's kind of funny looking, but it'll do. Then I'm going to duplicate that slide. So remember, just tiny changes at a time. I'm gonna get rid of the arrow now. And I'm gonna move that hamburger ever so slightly. Duplicate the side. Move it again. Duplicate the slide. Move it again. Duplicate the slide. Move it again. And now she is, or he, is taking a bite. So what I want to do, because I think it'd be kind of fun, is I want to do a burger with a bite out of it. I'm going to search for that and see if that'll come up. Awesome. Okay. Some choices here. I'm just going to do that first one because there's definitely a bite out of it. And for the next slide, I'm going to remove the other burger and put this burger here so it shows a bite out of it. You could duplicate. And I'm up to page 15 now. I'm going to move the burger away slightly. And what I want to do is on the original, or on this burger, the original burger, where did that go? Here. I'm going to just copy that. I'm going to put it on this slide because what I want to do is just kind of crop it. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click on the photo and I'm going to edit photo. and click crop. Or you can double click on it and get that way. And I just want to have like a piece of the burger. Just a little piece so that I can show it going through the system. So now I have a tiny piece of burger. And it's kind of hard to move when it's tiny, but if you zoom in, that should help. And I'm going to show that the burger is going to go into the mouth. Into the mouth. Then you're not going to see it here. So instead of just jumping through it, I'm going to duplicate the slide and just get rid of the burger for a little bit. So it kind of shows that the burger is going to go down. You got to swallow it. And I might actually, to show that it's being consumed, make like a glug glug sound. Yum, yum. Look at that. They already have one. Yum, yum. It's nice colors too. So this one, you can change the colors if colors pop up here. So if I want to change the color, I can. If I want to add some green in it, I could do that. So it kind of goes with the colors. And I'm going to do yum, yum. And I'm going to make it appear over here. And I'm just going to do that for 2 slides. So it shows that it's going down and swallowing. Right? And then it goes through the esophagus. So I'm going to add another text box to explain what's happening now. Oh, that's really big. So 40, let's make it font. The esophagus moves the food through peristalsis down to the stomach. Still really big. Let's do like 20. And then I'm going to make it go like this. Drag it over. There. Okay. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to leave the fact there as the burger goes down the throat. Down your esophagus. Duplicate. Leave it there. Still going down the esophagus. Duplicate. And again, the more slides you do, the more tiny movements you make, the more it is going to look good when you do the stop motion. So I'm going to now show you what we've created so far. So ultimately, what I would want to do with my project is make it do everything that the system does. So I started with the chewing and the esophagus where it's swallowing. I'd want it to go through the stomach, through the small intestines, etc. But let's start with just watching what we've created so far. Make sure you start at the beginning. Start. And that would be the first part of the stop motion video. So your project should include some information about what's happening in the system, what level of organization you're talking about, and it should show by using stop motion what is happening in that system.